that's one of those things. I think a lot of people, when they're walking around and they see somebody or something that maybe in some way could be suspicious, there's also that human instinct where we say, I'm just being paranoid, or there's crazy people out there who are just sort of crazy and they do different weird things, and they kind of dismiss it like that and they don't say anything. You were telling me an interesting story in the break, though, about somebody who did say something and it led to something pretty big. Can you tell us that?
Steve, the call to the police from the public always starts off with this phrase: I don't want to bother you, officer, but. So this is I don't want to bother you, officer, but story. In 2002, I was sitting in my office in New Jersey, and I get a call from a resident of our community. She explains to me that an individual had moved into her apartment complex 2 or 3 months ago, if you will, and said that the fellow was going around the area asking about neighborhood watch, asking about police patrols, asking about security, and no one thought anything about this until this happened. She was walking down the hallway of her apartment complex one morning. As she's walking past his apartment, he opens his door. She looks in. She notices that there's no furniture in the apartment, and he's there several months. But Steve, what caught her eye was the largest map of the United States she ever saw, with red dots in certain areas of that map. She knew enough in her mind to say, you know what, I see something here. There's something not right. I'm going to call the police. Well, I had sent our detectives to conduct a preliminary investigation. We brought this individual into our police headquarters. We called the FBI, Steve. They took the guy into custody. I can't tell you what happened at that time. Information sharing was not as it is today. But I could tell you this, that I believe in my heart, based on the totality of information we received later, that that lady, that woman, who saw something and said something, did something very significant to help the police. So we need to let the people know nothing is that insignificant. And Steve, you're not bothering us. Please make the call.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great story for people to hear, because I think a lot of people that they hear that and then they probably hesitate. And,
yes,
you know, that is what could happen if you don't hesitate. Stephen Rogers, Manny Gomez, appreciate you both being here tonight.
Thank you.
We're going to continue.